Now, more than 800,000 COVID vaccinations were administered on Sunday, yesterday, a record high for a third consecutive day.
Well, that means that more than half the adult population in the UK has now received at least one dose of the jab. Let's pick up on that and a number of other things with one of our regular GPs, Dr. Nigat Arif. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Lovely to see you on a Monday morning. Start the week off nicely. How important is it from your point of view? I mean, the number, nearly 875,000 people vaccinated in just a single day.
It's been termed as Super Saturday. It's fantastic. I think 25 million people have been vaccinated. 50% of the adult population, so that's 18 and above, all our vulnerable category, everybody that's in the shielded group, they've been vaccinated. We're coming down to category 6 and category 5. I mean, it's just phenomenal. I've been vaccinating. I tend to do a vaccination clinic on a Thursday in our hub. And honestly, I can't tell you, Dan, the atmosphere has been really positive. People have been really looking forward to, and they're grateful. And also we realise that this is one of the ways out of the pandemic in order to get the vaccination. So the volunteers that are there, the doctors, the pharmacists, everybody that's actually helping with the vaccination program, it's just been phenomenal, considering we've done this in such a short space of time. And if we are heading to target, which, as you know, Dan, I'm always really hopeful that we are, and we should, by the autumn time, have the majority of our population vaccinated and get that immunity that we need, and then have some sense of being able to come out of lockdown and some sense of normality.
Nothing wrong with a bit of positivity, as you well know. Now, one of the things that we've spoken to you a lot about, Nigat, is sort of vaccine hesitancy. Do you think that you're seeing that a little less of that? Do you think that you and many others having those sort of conversations is making a difference?
Unfortunately, we live in a global population, and so we are influenced by lots of things that we see on social media. The European Union, some countries saying that they don't want to vaccinate with the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine because of the risk of clots that we covered last week, which now the European Medicines Agency has categorically said that there are no risk of clots and it is a safe and effective vaccine. So people were put off, and I did actually have some patients cancel their appointments. And then towards the end of the week, when it came to Thursday, Friday, when the news broke that there might actually be a delay of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine because of the supply from India, then some of my patients had a double think and said, oh, actually, I will take that vaccine now, Dr. Arif. But the problem is that we will be influenced by whatever we see, and there will be misinformation and myths. And myself and loads of my colleagues are working with Team Halo, which is in unison with United Nations. We're trying to educate everybody around us and trying to produce, I definitely do try and produce literature and also videos in Urdu and Punjabi for my Asian Pakistani population. And it's having that one-to-one and getting the patients to have the confidence, because this is new. No one has ever been in a pandemic before, and we're learning. But the most important thing is to know that the vaccine, if you decline it, it doesn't matter. You can have a think, come back to us. It's not just a one chance. You can always come back to us.
There were some suggestions over the weekend, I'm sure you saw that things like face coverings and social distancing might be in place for many years. What are your thoughts on that more broadly, and some of the things we have got used to over the last few months that we might be doing for many years to come?
Yeah, I definitely think our behaviour has changed. So we'll be elbowing each other rather than handshaking or kissing each other on the face, or probably even toe tapping. I definitely think that face covering is going to be a part of our normal state, because the vaccine also, yes, we know that it actually protects you, but our behaviour around viruses shouldn't change. We've seen the decline in norovirus, the flu virus. And we've also seen that people now actually feel a bit nervous. I can't imagine getting into a lift or the underground and not having face coverings on anymore. I don't know about you, but I think that sort of behaviour has to carry, because the way to drive down viruses within the community is always going to come down to hand washing, face covering, and keeping that physical distance from people. But if we are behaving and we are doing all the right things, I think we could have our nearest and dearest at home with us around Christmas and New Year's, which would be phenomenal.
Okay, still feels like a long time away. I know you were being very positive earlier, Nigat, and I'm thinking of a positive of the last year, and we've got to know you a lot more, and many of our regular GPs, because it's now been a year that we've had you as a regular GP on breakfast, would you believe?
I know, who would have thought it? When I got the call back in March 2020, do you want to do the GP slot? I just thought, do you know what, this is my last gig, I'll do one, and then I'll never get invited back. And I think, I was talking to the producers, I've been the one person that's come back every week on a Monday and had a chat. So it's been a turbulent year, we've learned so much. General practice has completely changed. We're doing video and telephone consultations, and I've always come on BBC Breakfast every week and been really honest about how things are in general practice, because, like I say, we're learning and mistakes are being made. But the most important thing is that we're getting through this together. The phenomenal work that I've seen you guys do, everybody at home who's been helping, because staying at home, knowing that you're doing this to protect the NHS so I can work and look after you, that's hard. And trying to get people to buy into that has been hard. And there's been tears and tantrums and ups and downs. And that's just you, Dan, on a Monday morning. So.
All right, don't give my secrets away.
Nighat knows so well.
Thank you for your Monday motivation again. We'll see you next week.
She has been amazing.
She's been great.
She's been fabulous on air and off air too. She's been fantastic.
Yeah, real superstar. Now, tomorrow, as we were talking there with Nighat, marks a year